What's going on, YouTube? So, as you can see, we got the Silverado in the garage, and the only time the Silverado ever comes in the garage is if it's getting an oil change. Well, ironically, it is getting an oil change right now. Oil is currently draining, but after I get done with the oil change, I'm going to be changing the spark plugs in it and doing some other stuff to it, if you can tell from the thumbnail. But it needs spark plugs, and it needs an axle, like big time. And there's some other stuff that it needs too, but right now those are the only two main things I'm worried about right now is oil change, spark plugs, axle. It's really the only thing I'm worried about right now. Everything else, do it another day. But the truck right now is getting spark plugs because the truck is running a little, it's not running rough, but like running and driving, it goes perfectly fine. But at idle, you kind of feel a little bit of a stumble, a little bit of a shake, a little bit of a rough idle. So we're gonna knock these spark plugs out. The truck's got 126,000 miles and it's on the original plug. So I think you're supposed to change spark plugs like every 100,000 miles or so. So it's well past due for some. Alrighty, oil's drained, new oil filters put in and primed. Now it's time to fill it back up with the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And also, we're gonna use my new funnel. Right on the money. Now, fair warning, these are probably gonna be a pain in the butt to pull off. I'm using these because I don't have any spark plug wire pullers. I'm probably gonna invest in some after this, but I've been taking these, I've been kind of just like wiggling them off and pulling straight off. Some of them might be a pain, but really they're just a pain to get to, but trying to be very careful with it. All right, after you pop or possibly break your spark plug wires, you take your fancy little spark plug socket, go down there on the spark plug that mine's for some reason not going on to. Am I crazy? It's really hard to get on. All right, I won't lie to you guys. I'm about to cheat, make this go by a little faster. But I highly recommend don't break them loose with this. Use the ratchet to break it, to actually break it loose, and then you can use this just to run it out. Don't actually try to break it loose with this. You actually will risk breaking the spark plug. And even though they're bad, you don't want the spark plug to break off in the block, and that would be no good. Because take it from me, I have done it before. And it was not fun trying to get that out. If y'all want some advice on how I got some of my wires off, so what I actually ended up doing was I took my pliers down there and right down here against the manifold on some of these wires, like these two back here were super easy because I did this way. Take your pliers, grab a hold of this little metal part down there. I try to stay away from the wire as much. I try just to kind of grab this and take your pliers and lean it up against this little hump right here on this manifold. Because when you do that, they pretty much just pull right out. It's kind of hard to do that on some of them, but those two back there, especially that back one, it was super easy. Out with the old, in with the new. All right, to take it off is a 36 millimeter. If this will reach. A little better because it's the only one I've got. After you get that off, got a little washer. Keep those together. And luckily, mine's already pretty freed up. Alright, don't know how well y'all can see that, but all you do is you pick a spot where your gun can go through, and you got 6 of these 15 millimeter bolts. All right, as you can see, I finally got it out. Notice all the grease. I meant to get a video of what the axle looks like before, but I already took it to the parts store, so not gonna be able to get it in tonight, unfortunately. I ordered it, and turns out they ordered me the wrong one. So, fun stuff. But I can still put my wheel and tire back on and at least move it out of the garage, because I got the whole rear end sticking out. And can't do that. So, we're gonna try to put this back together, and I'll catch back up with y'all whenever I get the new one. All right, moment of truth. But first of all, see the little change oil? Oh crap, one second. Yay, we can get rid of that now. All right, moment of truth. It appears we have fire on all 8 cylinders. And now the only light we have is that tire light now. Oh, and the brake light, just because it's I put the brake on when I jacked it up. All right, let's back it out. All right, y'all, due to complications at the parts store, I finally got the right one. So let's see if we can get this thing put back on there smoothly. All right, just to update y'all, I had to take the strut out. Coming out, I was able to take it out without having to take all this off, but putting it back in, yeah, was not happening. So I had to take the strut off. Finally managed to get the control arm off. I beat the tar out of it with a freaking hammer. Got a little boo-boo in the process, but finally got this off. Now this is able to go back here where it needs to. So now we're gonna finish bolting this thing back up, and hopefully everything will go back together smoothly. Hopefully. Nothing to let you know on. If y'all have these, I don't know if these are factory or if someone put this in here to level the truck out. I don't know if these are factory four-wheel drive Z71 ones or not. Not 100% for sure. But these make it a pain in the butt to take a freaking strut out. They really do. They're terrible. They're great for lifting a truck up and all that, but man, they make it a pain in the butt to put it back on. Another thing, it'd be really cool if I had my lift kit right now, because this has to come off for the lift kit. And correct me if I'm wrong, but maybe y'all can see that. Is that a spacer, or is that factory too? I'm honestly not sure. It could be a Z71 factory thing, but if anything, I think it does have a 1-inch lift. I think, if I'm willing to guess. All right, got all this down here tightened up. All I gotta do is tighten up my strut bolts, tighten up my axle nut, and this will be done. Unfortunately, I did have to go buy a socket because I don't have one that's deep enough. I have a very short one that looks like this one. Where'd y'all go? There you are. Got one that looks like this one, but I needed a great big long one because shaft was way too long. So All right, y'all, don't do what I did. Also, don't forget to put your dust cap back on, because I put the wheel and tire, everything, tightened up the lug nuts, looked down, realized I forgot to put that on. So don't be like me. Sweet. All right, got a big mess to clean up later, but hope y'all enjoyed this video. Y'all saw, changed the oil, changed spark plugs, and changed the right front axle. Learned a lot. Really gonna be asking for a lot more tools for Christmas, but that's it for the video, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if y'all want to see more of this truck, the Jeep, or even Casper in the backyard. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving and Merry Christmas.